Okay then everyone, so our Monday job is always a job that's linked to our story, isn't it? And we normally try and do something to show that we've listened really carefully to the story and that we've thought about and understood what's happened in the story. Now, in today's story, who was the main character? Can you remember? Well done, the spider was the main character. She was the one that everything was happening to, that everything was happening around. She is our main character. Now, what was she busy doing in the story? Well done. She was busy weaving her web, wasn't she? So she didn't do very much. She was just very busy doing the same thing until she was finished. So we're not going to think too much about her today. We're going to think about the other characters in the story. Can you remember who else was in the story with her? Well done, all the different farmyard animals. There are other characters. And what did they all do? They all went to see her, didn't they? And they were all desperate for her to go and do something fun with them. But what did she do? She just kept spinning her web because she was so busy and she wanted to get it finished. Now, in the story, there were 10 different animals that went to visit her. Your job today is to try and show me how brilliantly you've remembered the story and see if you can remember all 10 animals. So what types of animals were they? And if you're feeling really, really clever, can you remember the order that they went to see her? Now, I know you might be sat there thinking, oh my gosh, Miss Coles, I can remember the dog and the horse, and that's about it. And that's okay, guys. Go back and have another little listen, another watch if you need to. See if you can get some more of those animals in your head, okay? And once you're ready, once you think you've got them all, you're going to show me how well you can remember by choosing one of the following jobs. So choice number 1 is you might make yourself a list in your home learning book of all the animals, and to help you put them in order, you could use your numbers, couldn't you? You could use your ordinal numbers like we've been learning about. So you might write me a number 1 and then tell me which animal went to see her first. So who can remember what was the very first animal? Well done, it was the horse. So we'd write horse. And then we do number 2. Number 2 was the cow. Well done. Cow. And we'd carry on like that to make our list all the way down to number 10. And like always, when you're sounding out and writing your words, use the sounds that you know to help you. Use your sound mats if you can't remember what they look like. And if you come across a tricky sound, leave it or ask your grown-up to give you a hand to find it on your sound mat, okay? So that's choice number 1. Choice number 2 is that you might decide to do it a bit like we've done with retelling our other stories, and you might collect some toys. So if you've got a farmyard at home, you might see if you've got a little toy of each of the animals that's in the story. So see if you've got a horse and a cow and a rooster and a spider and a dog. And you could order your animals for me. You could line them up in the order that they go to see the spider. Once you've done that, if you're feeling really clever, you could have a go at writing a little label for each animal too. Okay, so that's choice number 2. Choice number 3 is that you could do like we did for the very hungry caterpillar, and you could draw a little story map of all the animals. Can you remember what that was? That's where we drew a picture, didn't we? And we added some labels of the key information, and we used that to help us retell our story. So if you'd like to, you could draw a picture of each animal to help you remember the order. So let's see, let me do a very quick, I'm going to do just a horse's head. There's his mane, he's got an eye. Okay, so I could do a horse And then I'd do my arrow across, wouldn't I? And if I wanted to, I could write the name horse underneath. And then this one would be the cow. So we give him some ears. Now, you're much better at drawing than me, aren't you guys? So you could do the whole body, or you could do like I've done, and you could just do their heads, okay? So once I've done the cow, I'd go on to my next one, draw my next animal here, and then once I've filled up my line, I can go down and round underneath, can't I? Like we did with our other story maps. And I did see some really beautiful ones of those for the Very Hungry Caterpillar. So if you'd like to use that method, that's fine. Or choice number 4 today is on the next card, I've put you some pictures, okay? If you'd like to, you could print those pictures out, cut them out, and then stick them down in your home learning book in the order that they go to visit the spider in, okay? So it's really up to you guys. You choose the way that you would like to do that job. That's absolutely fine. But what I'm looking for is how well you can remember the animals that were in the story and the order that they went to see the very busy spider in. And then, of course, if you're feeling extra clever and you want to do some writing for me, writing the names of the animals would be great practice. Okay? Good luck, guys. 10 animals. I know I definitely have to watch the video again to remember them all. See how you get on. Let me know which method you choose and have lots of fun doing it.